Accra is not the same city it was a decade ago. The capital of Ghana, once known for its colonial-era architecture, traffic congestion, and bustling but overburdened road networks, is now transforming before the eyes of its people and the world. The Skyline tells a new story, a story of ambition, progress, and a commitment to modernization. The rising flyovers, multi-tier interchanges, and futuristic road systems represent more than just asphalt and concrete. They are symbols of national pride, testaments of political will, and signposts of economic growth. The Tema Motorway Interchange is perhaps the most striking symbol of this new age. For years, the motorway was Ghana's most famous highway, stretching from Tema to Accra, built in the 1960s under the leadership of Ghana's first president, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. It was a visionary project for its time, creating a high-speed connection between the industrial port city of Tema and the political capital, Accra. However, over the decades, traffic congestion, poor maintenance, and rapid population growth turned this once proud motorway into a choke point. The entry and exit points, particularly at the roundabouts leading into Tema and Accra, became nightmares for commuters. Long queues of vehicles stretched for hours, costing businesses and ordinary citizens valuable time. The construction of the Tema Motorway Interchange has changed that story dramatically. Rising high with modern flyovers, multiple lanes, and state-of-the-art lighting, the interchange has unclogged one of Ghana's busiest road networks. Today, trucks from the Tema port carrying goods to the hinterland no longer spend endless hours stuck in gridlock. Traders, importers, and transport operators feel the difference every day. More than just improving traffic flow, the interchange has injected new confidence into Ghana's road infrastructure sector. Its towering pillars, sleek design, and nighttime brilliance when the lights beam across the highway make it one of the highlights of the new Accra Skyline. Every motorist who drives through the interchange feels a sense of pride and relief. It is not just about reducing congestion. It is about Ghana positioning itself as a modern economy, ready to support industrialization, trade, and tourism. The skyline in this part of Accra tells a story of growth. The surrounding businesses, from logistics companies to roadside shops, have benefited from the improved flow of people and goods. Investors see this as a sign that Ghana is serious about development, and this fuels further expansion. As we move from the motorway interchange into the heart of Accra, the Obetsebi Lamptey Interchange stands as another giant landmark. Located near Kanshi, one of Accra's busiest commercial hubs, this interchange has transformed what was once a notorious traffic bottleneck into a smoothly flowing network of roads. For years, the roundabout at Obetsebi Lamptey Circle was one of the most frustrating places to drive through in Accra. During rush hours, vehicles piled up in all directions, choking the roadways and spilling over into nearby communities. Traders, market women, and commuters all suffered the endless gridlocks. Ambulances carrying patients to hospitals often struggled to find their way through the mess. The new interchange has put an end to that chaos. With its multi-layered flyovers, wider roads, and improved pedestrian walkways, the Obetsebi Lamptey Interchange has brought order to what was once madness. More importantly, it stands as a monument to Emmanuel Odakwe Obetsebi Lamptey, one of Ghana's Big Six independence heroes. His name now lives not just in history books, but in the daily lives of millions of Ghanaians who drive across this structure. At night, when the streetlights beam across the multiple levels of the interchange, the skyline glows with modernity and national pride. The sight is breathtaking, turning what was once a dreaded traffic spot into one of the most admired road networks in the capital. The interchange also has ripple effects beyond easing congestion. Businesses along Kanashi, Abose Okai, and Kolebu have all benefited from the improved traffic flow. Delivery times are faster, public transport operates more efficiently, and residents of the nearby neighbourhoods enjoy cleaner air thanks to reduced idling of vehicles. Property values around the area have also increased, as infrastructure development always uplifts urban communities. The Obetsebi Lamptey Interchange is not just a road project, it is an economic booster, a cultural monument, and a skyline-defining landmark. In the eastern corridors of Accra, the Flowerpot Flyover is rising as another jewel in the city's crown. Situated at East Legon, one of Accra's most vibrant residential and business hubs, this flyover promises to transform one of the busiest intersections in the city. Before construction, commuters in this area endured long queues of traffic, especially during morning and evening rush hours. Residents, students and workers travelling between Spintex, East Legon and the Accra-Tema Motorway corridor faced daily frustration. The Flowerpot Flyover project is addressing these challenges. Its elegant design, futuristic curves, and modern road alignment make it not just a piece of infrastructure, but also an architectural statement. Beyond that, the project is enhancing business opportunities in the area. Restaurants, hotels, and retail shops near the site will all benefit from improved accessibility. The flyover will also serve as a landmark, giving East Legon a new symbol of progress. Heading northwards, the Pokuase Interchange dominates as the crown jewel of Accra's modern road projects. This four-tier interchange, the largest of its kind in West Africa, is a marvel of engineering and urban planning. It connects Awoshi, Kwabenya, Nsawam and Accra, turning what was once a traffic choke point into a seamless gateway. Before its construction, Pokuase was one of the most dreaded commuting points in Ghana. Vehicles travelling from Accra to Nsawam, from Awoshi to Pokuase, or from Kwabenya to the city centre all collided at a single congested junction. Today, the Pokuase Interchange rises like a skyscraper of road engineering. Its 4 levels of flyovers stretch high into the skyline, visible from miles away. Driving across the interchange feels like entering a new city, one that belongs to the future. The sheer scale of the project has impressed not only Ghanaians, but also visitors from across West Africa. It has cut travel times drastically, boosted economic activity, and redefined the look of northern Accra. Traders from Nsawam now bring their goods into the city with ease. Residents of Kwabenya and Amasaman travel to work faster. Public transport is more efficient, and the general flow of vehicles has improved. The skyline of this part of Accra is forever changed, and the pride of Ghanaians in this project is immeasurable. Together, these interchanges, Tema Motorway, Obetsebi Lamptey, Flowerpot Flyover and Pokuase, are redefining Accra's skyline. They are not isolated projects, but interconnected pieces of a grand vision for Ghana's capital. Each project tells a story of struggle, planning, investment, and eventual triumph. Each structure lights up the skyline with both physical brilliance and symbolic meaning. For Ghanaians, these interchanges represent progress, hope, and a commitment to a brighter future. Accra's skyline is no longer only about tall office buildings, luxury apartments, and shopping malls. It is now about modern infrastructure that touches the daily lives of citizens. The interchanges tell the world that Accra is a city ready for business, tourism, and global recognition. They show that Ghana is serious about urban planning, traffic management, and economic growth. They prove that the future is not a distant dream, but a present reality being built every day. Accra today is a living testimony of how infrastructure can redefine not only the skyline, but also the spirit of a city. Each interchange that has risen out of the ground is more than just a structure. It is a promise kept to the millions of commuters who once spent countless hours trapped in traffic, frustrated and exhausted. The new skyline of Accra is built on efficiency, on saving time, and on giving life back to its residents. When people drive across the Tema Motorway Interchange, there is an immediate realization that this is the standard Ghana should aim for in every major city. Its wide spans of roadways, orderly traffic management, and futuristic lighting system give off the image of a city stepping confidently into modernity. This interchange has also made a huge difference for logistics and freight operations from Tema, which is Ghana's largest port and a major trade gateway to West Africa. Goods that once sat idle for hours at congested roundabouts now move with speed, creating ripple effects in commerce across the nation. The ripple effect is also seen at the Obetsebi Lamptey Interchange. Traders and transport operators who used to dread the endless queues at Kanshi now look forward to smoother journeys. The skyline in this area has changed dramatically. Where once there were only crowded roads and clusters of informal traffic patterns, there is now order. Vehicles sweep across multiple flyovers, guided by glowing streetlights that carve luminous paths in the night sky. It is not only drivers who benefit, but also pedestrians, because the redesign has created safer crossings and better walkways. Parents now feel more confident letting their children navigate the city because pedestrian bridges and crossings have been factored into the design. The whole environment has been elevated, and with it, property values have soared. Landlords and homeowners in areas such as Kanshi, Korlebu, and Abose Okai have seen steady appreciation of property prices simply because improved infrastructure always attracts development. Restaurants, banks, filling stations, and retail outlets are mushrooming around the interchange, creating jobs and stimulating the local economy. The Flowerpot Flyover tells another powerful story of transformation. Before this project, East Legon was known for its frustrating traffic jams, especially during rush hours when cars stretched endlessly between Spintex Road and the motorway. The skyline was littered with nothing more than streams of brake lights as drivers sat idle, wasting time. The structure has changed the atmosphere in East Legon. It is no longer just a residential and commercial hub. It is becoming a new landmark of Accra's modernization. Businesses in East Legon now anticipate greater customer access. Hotels are preparing for an uptick in visitors who can travel more efficiently, and real estate developers are investing heavily in the surrounding areas. The promise of reduced congestion is not just about saving minutes, it is about reshaping entire lifestyles. Families who live in this corridor will have more time together, workers will be more productive, and businesses will flourish because customers can reach them more easily. At night, when the project is finally illuminated, it will cast a futuristic glow across East Legon, signalling Accra's rise into a world-class capital. The Pokuase Interchange, however, remains the most striking of all. Its 4 tiers are not just impressive because of size, but because of what they represent. Ghana now has a road network that rivals any in Africa, one that demonstrates bold engineering and forward-thinking design. Before its construction, commuters from Nisawam, Amasaman, and Kwabenya lost precious hours each day, battling gridlock at the old Pokuase junction. Buses filled with schoolchildren often arrived late, workers reached their jobs already stressed, and traders carrying produce from the rural hinterlands watched their goods spoil as they inched forward in endless queues. Today, the story has changed. Vehicles glide across the 4 levels with speed, time is saved, and productivity has soared. The skyline itself has been forever altered because the towering flyovers dominate the view in northern Accra. At sunset, the interchange casts dramatic shadows across the city, while at night, its illuminated tiers stretch into the horizon like ribbons of light. It has become an icon, a visual representation of Ghana's ability to dream big and deliver. The broader picture is that these interchanges are collectively rewriting Accra's identity. They show the world that Ghana is investing in infrastructure not just for show, but for practical transformation. The skyline is a visual language, and the language of today's Accra speaks of confidence, progress, and opportunity. Like this video, subscribe for more updates about Ghana's transformation, and share it with others to inspire pride in what Ghana is achieving. Comment below on which interchange you believe has had the most impact on Accra's traffic, skyline, and economic growth.